Today I'm filming another Save or Splurge video on the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette versus the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contouring Palette. And you guys know that I love my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. I've done, a couple different videos on it, and I use it sometimes in my eyeshadow tutorials. And recently I picked up this NYX one, and I wanted to do a comparison video on both of these and just kind of tell you guys like my opinion and let you guys know like which one I would say to either splurge on or to save your money. I'll do swatches of them, and I'll use each of the palettes on each side of my face, just tell you the pros and cons about each of them, and yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into this video with the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. You can pick up this palette at Ulta. You can get it, you can find it like on Amazon. You can get it at NYXBeauty.com or like any place that sells, NYX products, like any drugstore that sells NYX stuff. So this is the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette swatched here on my arm. And as you can see, like some of the darker colors seem to be like a little splotchy, but I have used this palette several times and I never have any issues with any of the contours being splotchy at all. This is the first row of the highlight shades, like from the first one over to the last. These two here have like a shimmer in them. I don't know if you can see it there, like on my arm, like the shimmer. And then these two are like two matte highlight shades. With the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contouring Palette, this runs $46. And you can get this palette at Sephora, Amazon, or you can get it at KatVonDBeauty.com. And then this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, swatched here on my arm. And as you can see, the swatches of the Kat Von D palette are a lot more consistent. The highlight shades do not have any shimmer in them. They are completely matte. So that is what the swatches look like there in the Kat Von D palette. I'm going to be going in with this shade here in the NYX palette, and I'm going to be going in with the first shade here where my pinky is in the Kat Von D palette. This is from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contouring Palette, and this one here is from the NYX palette. I'm just going in with the NYX color first, and I'm just using my mini Ita brush. So like as you can see, like blended out, I don't have any issues with this looking patchy whatsoever. It looks really nice. And now I'm going to clean this brush off here on my Viramona color switch. And I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go in with this first shade here. So as you can see, when you first go in with the Kat Von D palette, it's not quite as pigmented as the NYX one. Like you kind of have to build it up a little more. And as you can see, like the color is more cool toned than the NYX one. So this is the NYX. This is the Kat Von D. I think I went in a little stronger with the Kat Von D one. So hopefully you can like tell in action, like they both work very similar. They have pretty much the same type of pigmentation and coverage. Like I said, the NYX one is a little more warm toned and the Kat Von D is a little more cool toned. Me, personally, I think I like the way the NYX one looks better on me than the Kat Von D. But it is nice to have something that's slightly different, if you want something a little more cool toned. Now I'm going to go in with the highlight, and I'm going to highlight here underneath of my under eyes first. Okay, this top one is the NYX yellow powder, and this one here is the Kat Von D yellow powder. So you can see that the NYX one is slightly darker than the Kat Von D. I'm just going in with the NYX yellow powder first. And I'm just going to use this right here under my eye. So you can probably tell that that like brightened up that area just that little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean this brush off. And then I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade Light palette, the yellow powder. And I'm going to put that powder here. So I don't know if you can see on camera or not, but the Kat Von D one, since it is a little lighter, it was slightly a little more brightening than the NYX one, but it's ever so slight. You really can't tell much of a difference. Next, I'm going to go in for my actual brow bone highlights, and I'm going to use the two shades that seem the most similar. So I'm going to use this shade here in the NYX palette. And then I'm going to use this first color here in the Kat Von D palette. Here are those two colors swatched. This top one is the NYX, and this is the Kat Von D. The NYX one is slightly lighter than the Kat Von D. And it's just going to be a very subtle highlight. So I don't know if you can see that highlight there. That was with this color here in the NYX palette. Sorry, I didn't show you guys me going in with that one. And then I'm just going to go ahead and clean off my brush. I'm going to go in with this color here in the Kat Von D palette and highlight. And then that is what the highlight looks like there with the Kat Von D palette. So hopefully you can see the difference. I definitely can see the NYX one showing up on my skin better than the Kat Von D color. So I went ahead and finished out the rest of my makeup. If you would like to see a tutorial on this, I will link that video down in the description box. But if I had to say which one to save or splurge on, I definitely think that you should save your money and get the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I definitely feel that it is highly comparable to the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. Even though when you swatch the Kat Von D palette, the shades look, you know, more consistent in their pigmentation. Once you use the NYX palette like on your face, you can't tell a difference. And with the NYX palette, you get an extra contour shade and an extra highlight shade. Also with the NYX palette, you get two like shimmery highlight shades, which you don't get in the Kat Von D palette. You only get matte highlight shades. So I think it is nice to have some shimmery highlight shades for an option as well. I mean, I do really like my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I've had this palette for quite some time. Like, I've had it for about a year now. But if I had to do it all over again, I would have definitely saved my money, not have gotten this one, and would have just picked up this palette. So if you've been on the fence about which palette to pick up, hopefully this video did help you. If you guys did enjoy this, please let me know. Give it a thumbs up or let me know down in the comments. Also, in the comments, let me know which two products you would like to see a save or splurge video done on next. And I hope that you guys have a great week, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.